So problem 5 asks us to find the maximum height a pomegranate reaches as it's been thrown up and begins to fall down in the air, and the point in time when it reaches its highest maximum, and the point in time when it hits the ground again after being thrown up from the ground at time equals 0 at a rate of 81 feet per second. You'll notice, based on this equation that they've given you, f of t, the height, is equal to negative 9t squared plus 81t, that this section here tells you that it's decreasing at a rate that is proportional to the time squared. And that suggests that if you know when the pomegranate is thrown up and when it lands, exactly halfway in time is where it reaches its highest point. So let's first find out when the pomegranate hits the ground again after being thrown up from the ground. And how will we find that? Well, we want the height to be equal to 0 when it touches the ground. So 0 equals negative 9t squared plus 81t. Now if we solve this out for t, we're going to get two possible options. T times negative 9t plus 81 is equal to 0. And that implies that either t is equal to 0 for this option, or t, negative 9t plus 81 is equal to 0 using this option. And this requires a bit more solving. This, t equals 0, is the beginning. We already have that down. When the pomegranate hits the ground again, we're going to be at 81 equals 9t, or t equals 9. So t equals 9 is the point when our pomegranate hits the ground. That's t equals 9. Now, that implies that the midway point between being thrown up and landing, which is, we suppose, our highest point of the pomegranate, is halfway between 9 and 0. So 0 plus 9 all over 2, that's the same as 9 over 2, 9 halves, which is 4.5. So at t equals 4.5, we've reached our maximum height. T equals 4.5. And then the question is, what is that maximum height? Well, we can figure out the height at t equals 4.5 just by plugging it back into f of t. So f of 4.5 equals negative 9 times 4.5 squared plus 81 times 4.5. Now, I don't really feel like solving this out, but you're welcome to at home. It's also possible to just plug this answer in to WebWorks as your answer for the maximum height of this pomegranate.